I've got the Cricut Maker 3 here right behind me, and today we're gonna unbox it, we're gonna set it up, and we're gonna cut a project out together. If we're just meeting right now, hi, my name is Nisha. Welcome to Little Craft Nest. Now, I just got this new machine for Christmas. Maybe you did too. So let's see what's inside the box. So here we've got our Let's Get Started guide. And it looks like we've also got a piece of vinyl inside here and some instructions and the warranty as well. And here it is. I can't wait to open it. It's covered in plastic, so let's take that off. It's so new and shiny. I just love it. Let's open it up. I just love how the lid opened up so smoothly. My original Cricut Maker, I actually had broke the top lid, so it didn't open up that smoothly anymore. So I'm very excited to have a beautiful, shiny new machine. Inside the box, we've got some more vinyl here, and we've got our connecting cords here. So this cord here will connect from your Cricut Maker 3 to your computer. There's a USB at one end to plug into your computer, and then you've got this end, I don't know what you call that attachment, the square end, that connects to your Cricut Maker. So here's our power cord here. This end plugs into the back of your machine, and then we can plug it into the wall. Okay, it's all plugged in. Let's turn it on, and then we got to set it up by going over to Cricut Design Space. And it works, it's on. So let's head over onto the computer. So if you haven't already, you will need to download the Cricut Design Space app. You can do that on your computer or your tablet or even your phone. If you're downloading Design Space onto your computer, you'll have to go to design.cricut.com. And once you've downloaded it and created an account, you can go ahead and open up Cricut Design Space. Fun little note, if you don't have your Cricut machine yet and you want to test out Cricut Design Space, you can still go ahead and download the app and test it out for yourself. So we're going to open up Cricut Design Space and go up to the top right-hand corner, click on your username, and then click on Settings, and then click on Machines. And under New Product Setup, we're going to click on Start. Click on Set up a cutting machine, and then click Continue down at the bottom. Make sure you select the right Cricut machine that you have. Today, we are setting up the Cricut Maker 3, so that is what I am clicking on. And then click Continue. Design Space suggests that you have your machine set up 10 inches away from the wall. That is so that your material and your mats can pass through the machine without hitting the wall behind it. It also shows you how to plug in your cords, which we've already done, and how to turn on your machine. Let's click Continue at the bottom. Now you can set up your machine by either using USB or Bluetooth connection, and you may have to wait a few minutes for your machine to connect. And hooray, we've got some confetti, our machine connected. Let's press Continue. At the top, it's asking me if I want to add this machine to my account, which I do. So I'm going to agree to Cricut Terms of Use and Privacy Policy and click Activate. Now, if you haven't read their terms of use or privacy policy, it may be a good idea to do so. So now my machine has been registered to my account, and I'm going to click on Continue. Now the fun part. So now we can go ahead, create designs, and have a whole lot of fun. So let's click Continue again. So it looks like Design Space is giving us a little bit of a walkthrough here. It's been a while since I've actually set up a new machine because my old Cricut Maker, I've had that for many, many years. So this has changed a little bit. So it says click on me. So let's click on images. So we're going to click on this plus button here. Now you can click on text and you can type out your name here. Let's do that and click on continue. And we've just made a design, and you can click on make it at the bottom and get your design cut out on your machine. So let's click continue. Our machine is connected by USB. So we're going to click continue. You can always change that setting later. We're going to use the smart vinyl material that the machine came with. Let's click continue. And I'm going to grab that sheet of smart material and feed it through our machine just like the computer is instructing. So you'll notice there's two different ways to put this in the machine. If you put it the wrong way, you'll notice that the edges don't line up to these little tabs at the end. You want to make sure that the edges of your smart material go underneath these tabs here. Now with other Cricut machines, you actually have to use a mat. So you would put your material on a mat and then slide it underneath the tabs to be cut out. However, because we're using smart material, we don't need a mat for this material. However, you can still use a mat with this machine, and I will show you how to do that later. So let's do this test project first. So let's slide the material that came with the Cricut Maker 3 underneath the tabs, and then simply click the flashing button at the top. And then we're going to press go, which is the flashing triangle on your machine. Wow, that just cut this out so fast. This machine is so much faster than my last machine, so that's very exciting. So let's eject this by pressing the flashing arrows. And there you go. You can see my name cut out right there, and we can go ahead and weed this out now. So on the screen, it shows us we can just peel our decal right off our page. We don't even need to use any weeding tools for this project, but I will show you how to do that later. So we're going to peel this right off. And look at that. We just made our first project with the Cricut Maker 3. And I've got this little container here that you can put markers or pens or whatever you want in it. I think I picked this up at IKEA. And I'm just going to put this on top here. There we go, and we just personalize our first item with the Cricut Maker 3. Now, we could use this as well, so we've actually got two projects in one. So inside the box, we also got some transfer tape. So I'm gonna cut a small piece of transfer tape out here. We don't need a very large piece because I'm just grabbing my name here. Now you may have got some weeding tools that look like this. You can use these. These are the Cricut brand weeding tools. I personally like using a pin pen, or not really sure what you want to call it, but basically it looks like a pen and there's a needle in the bottom, and I love weeding with this. So this one's actually from Tech Wrap, and I'm just going to peel the top layer of this transfer tape here. So I'm taking the backing off, and then we got the sticky piece right here. And we're going to take our transfer tape here and lay that on top of my name. You can grab a little scraper or squeegee and then just scrape over top of your name there so that that transfer tape will pick up your name once you peel it off. So I've scraped that over there a few times, and now I'm going to turn this upside down, and I'm going to peel my vinyl here off of the transfer tape. So we're just going to peel that back nice and slow. And now you can see my name stuck to the transfer tape. And then we can grab our tin again. We could put the name on the other side. You could stick this on whatever you want. You could do it straight. We could do it crooked like this. This is kind of fun. And just rub that on there. You could also use a scraper or a squeegee to try to get that to stick on there good. And then you just simply pull back the transfer tape nice and slow. Make sure you're not lifting any of the vinyl up. If you are, you can lay your transfer tape back down and rub over top again. But look how cute that turned out. Very easy first project to do. There's the other side, and that was a lot of fun. But that's not always how you create designs on Design Space. So let's jump back onto the computer. I'm back on Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to click on Continue. And here's a whole pile of beginner-friendly projects that you can make while following a step-by-step tutorial. If you're not interested in any of these, you can create your own project. So let's go up to New Project. I am not going to go over everything about Cricut Design Space today, But if you would like a complete overview of Design Space for beginners, I do have a video linked down below in the description that you can check out later. Today, we're just gonna make a very simple project so you can get crafting right away. Let's click on Images on the left-hand side, and then in the search bar at the top, type in flower. Now, you may not have purchased Cricut Access when you got your machine, or you may have. Cricut Access is Cricut's paid subscription service, which gives you access to extra images, projects, and fonts. However, there are a number of images that are available for free that you can use without the Access subscription. So to find those free images, you can go up to Filters, click on Free at the top, and then you will be presented with the free images that are available for you to use. And if you're wondering if the Cricut Access subscription is worth it or not, I do have another video that I recently have done with everything you need to know. So I will post that video in the description as well. So let's select this flower here by clicking on the little plus sign in the bottom corner, and then Design Space will add the image to your canvas. Now you can minimize the image panel here by clicking on this little arrow. And then you can size your design to whatever size you want it to be. We can stretch it out, shrink it down, and at the top here, you can see the actual size of the flower. So let's shrink it down a little more. And right now it has a width of 2.88 inches, as you'll see at the top. Now we can click on Make in the top right-hand corner. At this point, you can save your project if you'd like. I'm going to click on Don't Save for now. Here you will have the option of how you want to load your materials for this project. You can choose without a mat, on the mat, or even a card mat, but we're not gonna get into that today. The last project we did was without a mat, so this time let's make a project using the mat. You can also choose the size of mat that you will be using for this project, whether that's a 12 by 12 inch mat or the 12 by 24 inch mat. Now, the Cricut Maker 3 did not come with any mats, so you do need to purchase those separately. I will be using the 12 by 12 inch mat today, and then click Confirm. We don't need to do anything on this screen, so click Continue. And on this page, you'll select your material type. There are many materials to choose from, but for our project today, I will be using some scrap permanent vinyl that I have in my craft stash. I love saving all my little extra pieces of vinyl for small projects like this. So here you will see a number of popular materials, including the smart removable vinyl that we just used. Now, if you don't see the material you plan to use in this list, you can click on Browse All Material. Let's type in vinyl. And then scroll down, and I will be using the premium outdoor vinyl setting. That's what Cricut calls their permanent vinyl. So if you're using another brand of permanent vinyl other than Cricut, like I am today, this is the setting you would use. And then click on Done at the bottom. Step number 2 is to load your tools and material. Now your machine already has the fine point blade installed in it, so you don't need to worry about changing out any blades. All we need to do is put the material on our mat. So I have an old Cricut mat here that I'm going to use. When you first get brand new mats from Cricut, they are very sticky, but after a while they do start to lose their stickiness a little bit, but you can still use them. I've got this really fun vinyl here that we're gonna cut our flower out of. So I'm gonna just place this at the top of my mat. So you want the liner facing down here and your pretty design facing up at you. And I'm just gonna stick that on there. Now, if you have a brand new mat, you shouldn't have a problem with your vinyl sticking to your mat at all. If you have an older mat, sometimes the stickiness has worn down a little bit, and you can use a brayer and just go over your material so it sticks on your mat really well. And I absolutely love this tool. So if you're wondering what tools you should buy with your Cricut machine, I highly recommend getting the Cricut brayer. And then we're gonna take our mat, we're gonna slide it underneath the tabs here. You want to make sure your mat is under those tabs, just like our smart material was. And then you're going to press those flashing arrows on your machine. And then when you see the play button start to flash, go ahead and press that. And then when it finishes, press those flashing arrows again. And let's go weed out our design. Now, when you're taking your vinyl off the mat, I recommend turning your mat upside down and peeling the mat off the vinyl rather than your vinyl off the mat. This is just a good habit to get into because when you're using cardstock or paper, your paper will curl up and that will cause a lot of problems. So always remember to peel the mat off your material rather than your material off the mat. Now you'll see the design here is all on the left side here, and I still have all this extra vinyl here. We can save that extra vinyl for another project. So before we begin to weed this out, we can cut off this extra here. And I have a box that I save all my scraps in, so I can use this again later. Then I'm gonna grab my weeding pen here, and I'm gonna grab that corner of the vinyl, and I'm just gonna slowly peel that back. And now you're able to see the shape of the flower, but we have all these little inside pieces, so we need to weed those out as well. Sometimes it may be hard to see those pieces, so great overhead lighting is super helpful. So we're just gonna peel these up, and you can just stick those pieces to your fingers if you want, or another tool that I love is this little suction cup garbage can here. And this really helps, especially when you're weeding out really, really tiny pieces. These pieces aren't that tiny, so it's fairly easy to stick them wherever. But I love this little tool here. And there we go. We've got a flower we just weeded out. So then you can grab some transfer tape again. You want to make sure it's about the same size as your image. You don't want it to be smaller. Now, if our other piece of transfer tape was the same size as this image, the last piece I cut out was rather small, we could have reused that transfer tape. So you can reuse this over and over again until it loses its stickiness. So you don't always need to use a new piece of transfer tape. So you can save yourself some money there. So again, I'm just peeling the backing off this transfer tape. We're laying it on the flower. Grab a squeegee and varnish it out a little bit. Grab your design, flip it over, and then peel back that carrying sheet there. And we've got our vinyl onto the transfer tape. Let's just put it on this tin here again for lack of anything else to put it on right at this moment. So I'm just gonna lay it on here. It's kind of big, but it looks like it's gonna fit perfect. We're gonna put down one side and then I'm gently gonna push over the other side. Try to make sure you don't get any bubbles or wrinkles in there. Lay that on there flat, and when it looks like it's on there good, just press it down, rub it all over with your finger, or again, you can use a squeegee too if you like. I find my thumb a little more accurate than the squeegee, and then I can really press down on those tiny pieces. So once that's on there, grab the edge of your transfer tape and slowly peel that back. And look at that, we got a flower on there. So we just made 3 designs, and that was like super fast and super simple, but there is so much more you can do with a Cricut machine. Now, one question I get a whole lot is, what else can you do with a Cricut machine besides making these cute little decals, which are a lot of fun, but is there more you can do? And the answer is yes, absolutely. You can make greeting cards, you can use it for scrapbooking, you can cut all sorts of different shapes and images. You can make your own personalized stickers. So if you have a printer, you can print out a design on your printer and have your Cricut cut around that design, and it is super, super fun. And I've got loads of videos on that. You can make jewelry with your machine by cutting out different types of fabric or felt to help you out. You can even cut out fabric to make small sewing projects. You can make t-shirts with the machine. You can use heat transfer vinyl or even printable heat transfer vinyl. There are just so many things that you can do. So if there's something you're interested in learning how to make, let me know in the comments and I'll direct you towards the right video so that you will feel confident when you go to make your next crafting project. If you're interested in learning more about Cricut Design Space, or whether Cricut Access is right for you or not, go check out one of these videos right here, and I hope to see you on more crafting adventures.